Hello, this is Bob Barnes for Natural Video and the Bird and Video Store. Welcome to our second volume in our survey of the birds of the southern Amazon. As we noted in our first volume, much of the transportation in this region is by boat. We typically journeyed up or down river in the early morning to a birding trail. We would stay out all day and return in the evening, or return at noon for lunch and bird near the lodge in the afternoon. Sometimes we would cruise slowly along the banks in search of birds or other wildlife. We never knew what would spring into view. We saw Brazilian tapir several times. This species is found throughout the Amazonian basin and most of Brazil. They are large animals and can weigh as much as 500 pounds. When frightened, they often dive underwater. In some parts of the tributaries, going can be pretty tenuous. At times like this, keep your eyes open. We found a number of white-lined sac-winged bats roosting on a branch 5 feet above the water when we were negotiating through a region like this. The food at the lodge was excellent, especially the desserts, and we could always look forward to the tower and the trails which started at the lodge. From the tower, we could always count on finding long-tailed tyrant. This species is found in parts of Central and South America. The nominate subspecies is found here. They often have a favorite perch from which they will fly catch for long periods. Here, they were in the canopy, but are often in snags and clearings as well. The nominate form of great kiskadee is found here. The great kiskadee is found in most of South America, through Central America and Mexico, to the southern borders of the United States. It's absent from the west coast of South America. Within this range, the great kiskadee is found in a variety of habitats and does well in areas disturbed by humans. The Paradic flycatcher is found from Mexico south through South America to northern Argentina. Although they prefer clearings and secondary forests, birds of this species can be hard to see because they prefer the very tops of trees. Paradic flycatchers often harass other bird species, especially oropendulas and sakiques, into leaving their nests, and then use the nests as their own. This is the nominate form of the rusty margin flycatcher. This species is found in northern South America and Panama. It's fairly common along forest borders and in clearings, but is generally not found near human habitation. The fork-tailed flycatcher is generally absent from the Amazonian basin and the Andes in South America. Otherwise, it's found in much of the continent and as far north as Mexico. This is the nominate form. When present, they are easy to see. They perch in the open, often low in trees or on fences, and their long tail draws attention to this spectacular species. The tropical kingbird is found in most of South America and as far north as the southwestern United States. I have videotaped this species as far north as Oregon in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. This species flourishes in a variety of habitats, including those made by humans. It's primarily an insect eater, but also eats fruit. They are often seen perched at the tops of trees and along telephone lines. This rare flycatcher is found in portions of the Amazonian basin. Often found in pairs, the dusky-chested flycatcher rarely joins mixed flocks. It eats both fruit and insects and is typically found in clearings and along forest edges. This was the last bird we videotaped in Brazil. We found it only after all the equipment was packed. It must have been a sight, watching as we frantically unpacked the cameras. The white-winged swallow is found throughout northern South America, east of the Andes. It was the most common swallow along the river here. White-winged swallows tend to perch low and fly low along the water as they catch flying insects. They nest in hollow snags along the riverbanks, usually those just above the water.
This is
The southern rough-winged swallow is found from Costa Rica southward to Uruguay and northern Argentina. They are often found near water and generally gather in small numbers in snags. They nest in burrows along riverbanks or road cuts. The white-banded swallow is found in the Amazon basin, generally along clear rivers. Although sometimes found with white-winged swallows, they generally prefer less open areas. The Donocopius is also known as the black-capped Donocopius and the black-capped mocking thrush. It's found in much of northern South America, but is apparently absent from parts of the Amazon basin. They are typically found low to the ground, along riverbanks or in marshes. Many times they are found in pairs. The thrush-like wren is found in central South America. There are two subspecies. The other can be seen in our Birds of Brazil's Pantanal video. This bird was videotaped in Alta Floresta on the grounds of our hotel. The crested Oripindula is found as far north as southern Panama and as far south as Paraguay. They are found in a variety of habitats. These birds were eating seeds at the top of the canopy. found throughout the Amazon basin and as far north as southern Panama. The yellow-rumped saquique is a spectacular bird, especially when displaying. Like other saquiques and oropendolas, they nest in colonies. The blue dacnus is found throughout Brazil and in adjacent areas, as far north as Honduras and Central America. This is a female. Nearby, a male was answering her calls. The masked tanager is found in parts of the Amazon basin. This is an uncommon species which is sometimes found in mixed flocks. The palm tanager is a widespread and common species found from Honduras to southern Brazil. It eats both fruit and insects and can be found in a variety of habitats. The blue-gray tanager is found from Mexico to south of the Amazon River. South of there, it's replaced by the Siaka tanager, which we taped for the Birds of Brazil's Pantanal. Although it eats mostly fruit, it does eat insects. Blue-gray tanagers can be found in a variety of habitats and is common within its range. The magpie tanager is usually found along forest edges, where it often perches in the open. It's found in most of the Amazon basin and in coastal southeastern Brazil. We end our survey of the birds of this region with one of my favorites. We also saw the razor-billed curassow in our first volume, but I think this is one of the most exotic species from a region of exotic species. Now for a few other creatures from this area. Near the area where we found the white-lined sac-winged bats, we also found a number of caterpillars, including a large mass.
Oops. Yeah. Weird stuff.
amazing.
A whole host of caterpillars.
It was amazing.
It is.
In a number of other areas, we found butterflies, lots of butterflies, and lots of species of butterflies. Many people visit this area because of the variety found here. I found one of the most successful techniques to find butterflies is to hike through the jungle until you and all of your equipment are covered with sweat. Then sit down and enjoy the butterflies. Heading back to the lodge for lunch, we often found the area at the boat ramp covered with butterflies. Outside the dining area can be interesting in the evening. One night we found mating frogs. Although there are a number of primate species in this area, we found only two, the white-nosed bearded saki monkey and the white-bellied spider monkey. The white-nosed bearded saki monkey's range is limited to a small area south of the Amazon. This is a male. They have large bushy, non-prehensile tails. The white-bellied spider monkey is found from the central Amazonian basin into parts of northern Colombia. They usually travel in small groups, often with young like this one. They eat fruit and leaves. We often found ants, and on one occasion we were lucky enough to find an army ant swarm. Some species are more peaceful, preferring to gather flowers. When it came time to leave, we came down the tower the last time, took our last boat ride, and watched the sunset from the river. For Natural Video and the Birding Video Store, this is Bob Barnes. Thanks for watching, and good birding.